Dum, 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 dum. I'm trying to update the settings. 'Cause first of all, there we go. I was like, ain't no filter, baby. It's late night. Oh, unless it's gonna take the glare off my glasses. Hold on. Did it take the glare off my glasses, y'all? A little bit? Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Mustard on the beat. Okay, so let's turn off. Okay, good. All right, now let's fix the bottom. Dun, 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 dun. So, shout out to all my parents, especially my single moms, because let me tell you something. We usually don't get nights off. So I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. We doing a late night stream tonight. I'm gonna see how y'all like it. Let's see how it goes. And I'm kid free tonight. I don't know what to do with myself, but come here with y'all and talk about all this mess going on. But y'all know I've been moving and life and so we've been in and out. So I am trying to. Oh no! Oh. So what I'm trying to do is update the settings. And I need y'all to support the stream. Hit the like button. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. All right. And support the stream. We trying to get monetized. We need these watch hours up. Go and watch old videos um, on the channel. I'm gonna pin the Cash App and to buy me a coffee in the comment section. You know, if you support the stream, whatever you send, the donation is to help us grow so we can do more content. All right. All right. Yeah, I gotta let me see. I had to give me an intro. My cousin Beige, like Beige, you supposed to do my intro. What happened? Let me see. So, all right, my bad, y'all. Trying to update these settings. Okay. All right, cool. Hold on. Yeah, we got to get the stream all the way back, customized. Cause oh man, look, I'm gonna turn this one on for now, y'all. Why is it blue? Is it blue? Is it showing blue to y'all? There we go. I guess I'm gonna have to use Suno. What is it? Uh, Suno to make me an intro. But yeah, guys, supporting the stream. Whatever you do, we're gonna get new cameras. We'll have more time to do more content. But we cannot build this show. We can't build this community, this space without you. And part of that, if you can't support with money, support by hitting the like button, get the likes up, go back and watch other videos. Let's get to these 3,000 watch hours so we can get monetized, okay? Come on. Come on, y'all. I can't do this without you. Literally. Radio-Muva after dark. Oh, where's that? I'm gonna need something to drink. How was everybody day? Hey, how was everybody day? Hey, how was everybody day? You know, people get sleepy, they start dancing. Ah! Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put something on. I don't want y'all to just, you know what I'm saying, think that I'm stepping off, go get something to drink. Let's see. Let's do this, all right? Let's do this, y'all. All right, so let's do this. And first things first. Yeah, I need to make sure, first of all, that we live and we good. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, so we live, we live. Is we live? Okay, cool. I did make sure we was cooking with grease, y'all. Like I said, we literally getting the cobwebs out the live. I am gonna put some on for y'all real quick. Let me see. Doop, doop, doop. So I'm gonna go to Flacco from No Jumper real quick and let him give y'all a little what's up, what's up. But what's going on with this little Dirk situation, y'all? I swear to God, man. I swear. All right, let's see here. If you haven't, make sure you go follow Flacco. All right. But look, this is what I want. I'm gonna let y'all watch this real quick while I get something to drink. Okay. Let me make sure my screen is sharing properly.
The feds are releasing information about Lil Durk and receipts that are
Y'all follow
scaring his
Flacco.
own homies, all right, that are making his own homies want to distance themselves away from him. So OTF Didi, which is supposed to be like the second in charge of this entire murder for hire scheme that got Quando Rondo cousin killed. So OTF Didi, apparently he just filed a motion to where he wants nothing to do with Lil Durk in this trial. He wants for his trial to be completely separate from Lil Durk's trial. His reasoning is, Your Honor, bro, the stuff they got on Dirk and what Dirk been doing since he got locked up and what he did before and talking too much on the phones, I don't want for those transgressions to affect my trial. Now, you're probably asking, what exactly has Dirk been doing that got these folks in a panic? So Didi writes to courts and he says, to the honorable court, all parties and their counsel of record, defendant DeAndre Wilson, OTF Didi, by and through his counsel of record, Craig A. Harbaugh, hereby moves this court for an order severing his trial from that of co-defendants Dirk Banks and any other co-defendants whose trial are joined with Mr. Banks. Listen, this motion is made pursuant to federal rule of criminal procedure, blah, blah. So they said, listen, okay, that a joint trial will cause compelling and incurable prejudice to Mr. Wilson as a result
All right, y'all.
of prejudicial spillover from extensive other acts,
We also
evidence
got to get
noticed by the government that overwhelmingly concerns Mr. Banks and other alleged actors and would not be admissible against Mr. Wilson if he were tried alone. This document actually revealed a lot that we missed, because the government was filing motions on Lil Durk, revealing all type of things that Lil Durk was allegedly doing. They were accusing Lil Durk of transgressions, like trying to get his own homies killed. OTF Didi listed all the things the Fed are accusing Lil Durk of in those other motions in his motion because he's referencing it. So this is how we got to see what's going on. So one of the
Yeah,
things
I'm gonna just keep it
that
real.
OTF Didi believes that that it was
it's too much. 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 And let me tell you what I mean, y'all. Okay, I always say living in Chicago got to be stressful. I swear to God. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm one of them people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch the Trap Lord Rosses, the Floccos, the academics, the No Jumpers. I watch the Trenches News. You know, to keep up with everything that's going on in the Chicago rap scene, drill scene, gang scene, and y'all, all the stuff that I be seeing happening, all the people getting killed, all the rappers getting killed, all the things they're doing to people great. Like it's too much. Too much. And I always say, yo, I swear to God, yo, living in I always say being in a gang has gotta be stressful, but living in Chicago and being in a gang gotta be a different level of stress that I never want to experience. Because listen, Young Dirk has been fighting this case now. I don't even know how long. It seemed like a year, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. How long? How long has? I mean, Lil Durk. That's what I said. Young Dirk. All right. So, y'all, holy ish, y'all, y'all. We was right. We was absolutely right, y'all. Dirk has been in jail. October 24th will make 1 year. This is crazy. Like I was just about to say, it seemed like it's been about a year, but y'all, it really been a year. It really been a year. So Lil Durk, um, right now he's fighting murder for hire charges. But I'm gonna tell you something else, y'all. You gotta, if you don't follow Steady Nash, you gotta follow him too. So basically, what I get from what they're saying, I pretty much watch all the hood historians, the drill historians, the Chicago historians, to get updated on what's going on. And so what I get from situation, my bad, y'all, I'm just setting up the phone. Okay, well, we're not gonna be able to set up this phone, then maybe this phone. What I get from the situation is that number one, Drew Finland, the $1 million lawyer, Drew Finland, y'all, the $1 million lawyer, Drew Finland. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not. I haven't even like. I haven't gone to Pacer and downloaded the paperwork or anything like that. But from what I can tell, just by the news itself, listen, y'all, it ain't looking good for Lil Durk. But what Lil Durk lawyer is trying to do, y'all, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never heard of a play like this. I don't even know what you call the play. So Lil Durk's lawyer is basically saying that the and I don't even know if I'm giving this person the right title. So if I'm not, Google it. Okay. But basically, what Lil Durk lawyer is doing is saying I don't know if it's the prosecuting attorney, the state of California, district attorney, whatever, that actually brought the charges on Lil Durk. Y'all, how about he was not supposed to be in that position? Now, I know you're like, huh? Yeah. So, in other words, apparently he was like temporarily in this position as like DA, which meant or like I don't know, like the California whatever did all the district attorneys local would be under him, right? Something that I guess Donald Trump would have to appoint, or maybe Mayor Gavin Newsom. I mean, Governor uh, Gavin Newsom, something like that. I know I'm giving you the butcher version, but follow me here. However, y'all, the man, when they filed charges against Lil Durk, mm, mm, hold on, because when they filed charges against Lil Durk, y'all, I guess so. This guy that I'm talking about, when the prosecutors decided that they were going to charge Lil Durk or the feds, whoever pulled the trigger, right? Um, this guy had to approve it. So this guy, whatever his position is, so let me see, because I feel like I'm giving it to y'all, but I don't think y'all understand. None of this. Don't worry about this. Okay? Don't worry about this. Hold on. I think we're gonna go live on the other Facebook page. But while I'm pulling this up, Lil Durk attorney files motion. Let me see. I think it's motion to dismiss. And I'm gonna tell y'all why in a minute. We're gonna find out together shit for real. All right, hold on, y'all. Oh no. Okay, let's just, we'll rename it later. All right. So check this out, y'all. Here we go. And if the source wrote it up, I'm sure it's gonna be much easier to digest. So let's get into it real quick. Because I all day been wanting to know, you know, the reality of what's really going on with this case. So Drew Finland, right? Now I don't want to go to high hip hop. There's a Drew Finland, the $1 million lawyer, okay, is Little Dirk's lawyer in his trial. And he's moved to have the charges all the way dismissed. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you hear like, okay, boom. Like Diddy's lawyers, they wanted the charges dismissed, etc. Blah blah blah. But y'all, I have never seen a lawyer do this kind of move. So apparently, what he is saying, y'all, is that the the man who was in charge of like approving that the government or the feds, whoever, I guess they're the same, could actually bring these charges. Um, the man wasn't technically legally in that place. I gotta get it to y'all. Basically, his position had expired. So he wasn't even supposed to be still in that position to be able to okay those charges to be filed. So technically, this is a technicality. And I ain't gonna lie, if it works, it's a damn good one. Even if it don't work, it's still a good one. Because who would think to find that type of loophole in the system? There is a line that Jay-Z said. Let me see. What did he say? Hmm. If you know it, drop it in the chat. There's this line that Jay-Z said. I can't think of it real quick, but it was just always talking about the loophole. Here's the loophole. Something anyway. Back to this. So if Drew Finland, y'all, gets this loophole to work, okay, that means that not only will Lil Durk probably be coming home, so the whole charge is away. You know, this ain't no traffic ticket. Okay, this is not um a parking ticket or a failure to appear or anything small like that. This is a murder for hire federal case. But if this works, right, then they can do one of two things. Number one, if they throw out the charges, okay, because I'm gonna be honest with you, if the man was not legally in the position he was in, then the charges could not have been approved to be filed. What's up, Tion? So that's one thing. Now, that sounds good, right? But then if the feds drop the charges because of the technicality, the state is going to pick it up. You cannot allegedly have somebody killed, shot at in Beverly Hills. Why? And think that, oh, if the feds messed up with a technicality, then the state ain't going to pick it up. You know they are. So that's one thing. But the second thing, y'all, is I feel like Dirk's lawyer is playing chess now because all the hundreds and thousands of pages they said they had of evidence, terabytes, doing this maneuver right here is going to cause them to have to start leaking some of the evidence that they have on the case, which, by the way, is already starting to leak because OTFDD has filed a motion to have itself severed from the case. I don't necessarily think that means he's snitching. I think that means if we cannot find out, like, imagine a whole RICO. Imagine everybody getting hit with murder for hire charges. I mean, because they're trying to take Dirt down, quicksand down. And because of the way they have filed the charges, Dirk lawyers, they can't even really see how to defend him. Well, Dirk, because all of them don't have to defend him. Let's be clear. Okay. Um, but even if this technicality don't work, y'all, it will at least get them able to get more information of the evidence that they have. Because here's my experience with the feds, okay? And this is firsthand experience. All right. The feds, which I can't really say, I have to say it's different from just state police. Okay, here's my firsthand experience dealing with the feds with a case. Okay, even if it's from wiretap, before the trial, before everything, before they, try to offer you a plea, anything like that, the evidence that is submitted is their interpretation of the evidence. Am I making sense? So if the feds had your phone tapped, right? Okay. And that's a part of the evidence that they gathered for this case, a part of their operation, so that they could get whatever they needed to file these charges. Then when the feds is turning in the evidence, the evidence report and everything that they're turning in, y'all, it is their interpretation of what they heard on the call. So if they tap your phone, then the feds are going to play back what you said. And if the feds, like, just imagine how easy it is if you say something like, um, um, man, I'll bust you. Let me see what let me say. I don't want to say no cap because I think by now everybody know what no cap means. Uh, um, say something like, hey, Shawty, hey, make sure when you do that thing, you know what I'm saying? You come through for your boy, you come through for your boy, something like that. Now you could just be saying when you the tickets for the show, you could be saying anything, right? But if anything in that conversation that the feds heard when they played back whatever they heard you saying, they are going to put in the evidence that you were on the phone trying to set up something with someone to tell them you told them to meet you here. You told them that you want the green. You could mean money. But the feds, because they don't understand the slang, or because they think their interpretation of your conversation that they heard from the wiretap or however they got it, they presented in evidence to the judge, to everybody else. It's factual. And it'll be factual unless you have a good lawyer that is going to catch it and that is going to get to the root of the actual evidence and not the feds' interpretation of the evidence. Because their interpretation will have you just like dirt. And what do I mean? Standing in quicksand. Y'all, I don't even know. When I look at the hip hop industry right now, I don't even know what I'm seeing. I don't even, this is not the hip hop, you know, that, I mean, I still love the music, but, when I was an artist as a kid, that's neither here nor there. But then, started doing radio, urban radio. uh, This was not what's going on right now. Listen, I'm not gonna blame it all on drill, but I will say this: to whom much is given, much is required. And I will say that the stewards of the blessings of hip hop, and what I mean is people who have been blessed, especially now, millions of dollars, opportunities to get your families out of the hood, break generational curses, etc., falling right into the okey doke. It ain't no different than, the crack experiment. It ain't no different. If you have been blessed with millions of dollars, opportunities, etc., and you still think you gotta slide on your op, and you still think you gotta kill people or do dumb stuff, and you telling all your business on social media, then how can we be mad that the government is cracking down on hip hop as a whole? I hate it. I hate to see it because I understand what it was birthed out of, but drill, I don't get it. I don't speak YN. I don't speak YN. Okay, what they call the YN females. I don't even know. I don't speak YNF either. Okay, I don't get it, and I guess it ain't for me to get. I guess it's like my grandma and my daddy and them. They used to be like, "What is that music you listen to? I don't even understand what Big. Who is that? Tupac. What is he talking about? Turn that mess down." That's how I feel when I hear drill music because it's so dumb and it's so disrespectful. And when I listen to drill music and I watch the way people kill each other and getting arrested, getting these Ricos, losing all their millions of dollars, like, yo, I think about the first thing I thought about was, and this is the day, right, when I was hearing about what they did with, the Lil Durk. I keep calling him Lil Durk. I mean Lil Durk, yeah, Lil Durk. Okay. The only thing that came to my mind was remember Goody Mob cell therapy. Remember when CeeLo was like, sometimes I wonder if the gates was put up to keep crime out or keep our ass in, right? And I always thought about that, like the projects. Okay, we build these places, downriding places, put a bunch of same type of people there, and they kill each other off. You know, they put them on government assistance, poverty, etc. And we found a way out, y'all. We found a way out. Hip hop started in the ghetto, started in the hood in New York, and just trickled down to now. Fast forward, so many ways we found a way out, and now it's like literally we're throwing it all away because we're treating hip hop like the project. We treating hip hop like the hood, not the people that's big ages like me, 35 forever ages. But these YNs and these YNFs, they don't have no respect. And what's happening is we are literally losing the things that we work so hard to build in hip hop. And when I look at a story like Lil Durk, and I think about all the death, King Von, like it's just so dumb. It's just when I hear about you want to blame Asian doll because they fell out over a chick and then this and that and they killing people for fun and bruh, like this is real life. This is not Grand Theft Auto. It's really sad. These these are traps, and all I'm saying is we got to find a way to not lose everything we work so hard for. When I say we, because you got to think about it, people like Dirk was taking care of 10 kids. I think he had like what, 6, 7 of his own, right? Okay. His brother D thing who got murdered, okay, over some nonsense, had like 2, 3, right? And he was taking care of King Von kids. He got like what, 2? Now, when the when the feds get you, you know what they want. Okay, please believe your crime is not as bad to the feds as how can they get your money and your, which is why I expect more out of people who've seen other people go before them and it happened to them and they still do it. Even did it. Whole nother conversation. However, remember when Dirk was trying to get out of jail at first? And I mean, he offered all kind of money. He offered crazy money, right? And I'm talking about this time, right? So look. How much did Lil Durk offer for bond? Let's say federal bond, because I don't want all this stuff to come up. All right, so look. So we know Lil Durk was not granted federal bond. All right, he's facing. Okay, so his most recent. Okay, let's look at this. Hold on, let's look at this. So Dirk was putting up $1 million cash. Alamo Records was also going to put up $1 million cash. $700,000 worth of equity in real property. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. If you got a nice house in a nice area, that's one house, right? That's $2.7 million right there. And still, they was like, no. The judge ruled that it was an insufficient amount. $4.5 million bail package is a small fraction of Dirk's estimated net worth and not enough to deter him from fleeing. I just want to know when I'm looking at these bond details, and then when you hear the news that came out today, the government, like some of their paperwork has come out, and they're saying like they making it seem like Dirk was a mob boss on The Sopranos. Talking about every time Dirk would want somebody killed, he would send out like $500,000, and oh, come on, yo. And I'm not saying I don't personally listen to Lil Durk music. I mean, whatever's on radio. I'm not saying he don't got some money. I mean, clearly between him and his label and his real estate, he was offering, trying to reach that $4.5 million bail package. But I don't know if this is a rumor about Lil Durk having all this money. But if it is not helping his situation. So they think Lil Durk is gonna leave. But not only that, they want all his money. Like saying, okay, you may leave, right? If you don't, have a big enough bail package. But y'all, they wanted all Dirk's money. Like if you want bond, we need all your money. All your money and all your assets. That's the only way we can ensure that you're not going nowhere. You not see what's happening here? All right. And like I said, I hope I don't get strike for this, Setty Nash. But I did want to. He could give you a quick. Because he did a real good Setty Nash, the Hood Lawyer. If you don't follow him, make sure you follow him on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, make sure you follow me. If you're watching me on Facebook right now, follow me on YouTube, Radio-Muva. I gotta get these watch hours up, y'all. Hit the like button wherever you looking from, watching from. Hit the like button. All right, so look, I wanted to let me see if it's on this channel. I know you got a couple channels. All right, let's see. Let's see if this is the one. Hmm. It's too late for all that. Let's get to the meat. Okay. Oh yeah. You listen. If you had any doubt that Dirk's jury, any of them involved in that situation, that OTF Rico, if you had any doubt that the jury wasn't going to be prejudiced, you're crazy. The jury's definitely going to be prejudiced. It's so many reasons why. Let's see. I was trying to remember which one. So anyway, y'all, we're gonna keep our eye on this Lil Durk situation. What I'll do is when I come back in and chop the video up and edit it up and clip it up, I'll put a clip in I'll get to the meat of. So we don't have to go through the whole thing right now. I'll get to the meat of it, and I'll drop it in the clip. So make sure you turn your notifications on, so you'll see when I drop that, and I'll work on those. Probably get them out tomorrow, heading into Friday, because I got one more kid-free day. I don't know what to do with myself. I have not had 2 kid-free days, or I did one time, but that's only because we were on vacation and Brooklyn was in South Carolina. But since then, and she was what, 1 then? Okay, so what, 4 years? 3 years? 3, 4 years? 2 nights in a row with no Brooklyn. I miss my baby, but I miss y'all too, and we got to catch up. So hit that like button if you're on YouTube. So, like I said, I'll clip up the young Dirk stuff. I mean, the little Dirk stuff. Listen, Lil Young. They get on my nerves about these Lil Youngs. All right, y'all. So I'll do that. And it was a couple other things I wanted to catch up on. Y'all been watching the news? Y'all been watching the news? First of all, okay, I love Hennessy. Okay, let me be clear. I don't drink as much anymore because I don't even have time. Um, and I don't like cheap liquor. Okay, Hennessy used to be my client. I love Hennessy. I love. I have had. I've had dinner with Maurice Hennessy. Shout out to Ryan Cameron. Years ago, and the Atlanta Braves. We had dinner with the Hennessy family. Listen, I love Hennessy. That sounds bad when I say it out loud. I don't drink like that, but if I do drink margaritas, I like Hennessy margaritas. All right, I like Hennessy filled chocolates. I like Hennessy, and if you like a good cognac, you probably like Hennessy too. LeBron James apparently likes Hennessy too, and that's all good and dandy. But you see how when I was telling you how much I love Hennessy and how I love Hennessy, and you probably was like, either me too or who cares? Yeah, that's kind of the whole reaction that the whole world and the Lakers fans, especially, gave LeBron James today. Did y'all see this whole tease when he was talking about, I'm deciding, I made a decision, and I'm gonna make make my decision, tell my decision live. Now, I knew LeBron was not about to retire. He was not. Now, I remember the whole I'm taking my talents to South Beach because I remember um not long after he went to Miami, I also took a job in Miami. Shout out to Rick Party. Um, and when I did that, I remember when I did the post on Instagram, I kind of used part of his speech, whatever. It was like, I'm taking my, I say all that to say, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. It was big then. Everybody was shocked. I didn't think LeBron. I think the one thing that I probably thought was I heard a lot of people saying that they thought he was gonna go back to the Cavaliers, or something like that, right? Or go to maybe I don't know, buy a team. So I didn't think that, but I knew it wasn't he about to retire. Okay? LeBron's not. He's not about to. LeBron is younger than me. I know he ain't about to retire. He still got some basketball in him left, and he just ain't about to retire. It was just the commercial was too passive. Look, let's look at this. Let's look at LeBron James teases decision. What this second decision two? Did y'all see it? Let me share the screen, y'all. Let me share it. Hold on. Make sure you hit the like button for me. We got to get back in the algorithm, baby. We got to get these watch hours up. And if you're going to support the channel, Cash App, Radio-Muva, $ Radio-Muva. Did y'all see this? The second decision. LeBron get on my nerves. Did y'all think he was about to retire? Did y'all really think LeBron was about to? Was this it? Let me see. Or was this the same thing? No, this got to be it when he was talking.
LeBron James has teased a second decision in a post onto his social media.
Oh, no. I hate when I do that. Forget it. Y'all, LeBron get on my nerves. First of all, it's a lot going on, and I understand, a good laugh, a good hee-hee, a good TT is good. There's a lot going on in the world today. We could all use a good laugh, okay? Good laugh. However, LeBron's decision, I didn't see coming. I really didn't. I thought maybe he was going to say something like he was collabing with his son, Bronny, and they was going to do a shoe or clothing line, or I don't know, maybe a new TV show, right? Let's see. I want to. Look, here we go. Shout out to Hennessy.
Well, everyone's on pins and needles across the country. You ready to go, LeBron?
Okay, side note. Am I tripping? Or do this look like an AI LeBron? Am I tripping? Or am I just not used to seeing LeBron with that much hair? He looks extra old. Am I tripping? Now I know it's getting late. I'm a little tired. Am I tripping, y'all?
Where's the powder?
Left it at home.
LeBron, fans want to know where you're taking your talents this year. What's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm going to be taking my talents to Hennessy VSOP.
VSOP? And this was the conclusion you woke up with this morning?
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
You know what, LeBron?
Why?
I feel like it's going to give me the best opportunity to win more at hosting. And not only that, win at signature cocktails, win at having a good time, win at impressing guests, win at making memories, win at making it look easy, win at leaving people wanting more.
LeBron, appreciate it.
Okay. I love me some Hennessy, okay? If I'm going to drink, Hennessy would be my drink of choice. I'm not going to lie. I would make, like I said, my margaritas, my Bob Marley's. I like my brown to be Hennessy. I like Hennessy and Coke. I don't drink it straight. LeBron, I ain't mad because, like I said, shout out to Hennessy. Hennessy was my client. Hennessy, I did a lot of advertising and marketing for Hennessy. We did some great things, and as marketing partners. So I love you, Hennessy. LeBron, you get on my nerves. What did y'all think about LeBron's decision? What did you think it was going to be? More importantly, put it in the comments. Did you think LeBron was really about to retire? Or did you think he was about to do something like this? Yeah, I promise. I knew it wasn't serious. But y'all, that really looked like an AI LeBron. I don't know. He looked extra old. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm used to seeing him with no hair and a headband on the court. Child, I don't know. Anyway. All right, LeBron, goodbye. So I had a little list of things that I know I wanted to catch up on, and I figured, let's do it together. So make sure you hit the like button if you haven't yet. And like I said, I'm gonna go back and clip this video up. So let me make sure I'm gonna pin in the comments the Cash App so you can support the channel. We need a new camera. We need a new mic. And like I said, y'all, I just moved. Me and Ricky starting over. Yep. Single life. Me and my Bricky Boo. And starting over ain't easy, but I'm happy to slowly but surely be getting back to life and living it abundantly, and glad that I can slowly but surely start to connect with you guys doing what I love. And then, I really, really got to work on in real life, IRL, getting back connected with a lot of my family and friends that over the last couple of years, man, between COVID and the relationship I was in, I was really isolated. And I'm just excited. I'm excited about starting over. I'm more excited than I am scared. And moving was a big step. It really was. And with God in Brooklyn, I can do anything. All right, I'm getting emotional, so I'm gonna stop there. Okay, y'all, listen. You know what used to be one of my favorite shows on Netflix? Which, by the way, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even watch much Netflix no more. Y'all, there was a time that I had my Netflix payment on auto pay. Yeah, I ain't watched Netflix in so long. Let me tell you when my Netflix got turned off, because there was so many people using my login. Shout out to my sister Chanel. There was so many people using my login. My kids, my nephew, my nieces, my cousins, everybody. And then remember when Netflix changed their rules, right? And I was like, yo, listen, yo, we about to start cutting it off. You can't log in from multiple households, multiple places, blah, blah, blah. Yep, that's when I snipped mine, because what I needed for. Because I was just paying it because everybody was using it. I really don't even. I think I watched the way, and that's a lot of people now, the way, between streaming and YouTube and on demand, we all consume things differently based off the way we like to consume it, our attention span, or what we got going on in our life. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't watched Netflix, y'all, in forever, for real. I watch more Netflix with Brookie than I do, like, the Tyler Perry. Even though, you know what, I do want to catch up on some Netflix, though. But the holidays is the perfect time for that. Holidays is the perfect time for that. But speaking of Netflix, when I used to watch Netflix, y'all know what was one of your favorite shows on Netflix, especially during the pandemic? Mine, Orange is the New Black. Oh my God. Didn't we love that show? Orange is the New Black was the ha. I love that show. We all live vicariously in jail through them, right? Well, guess what? In Atlanta today, it was a brand new episode of Orange is the New Black. Yeah. Don't know what I'm talking about? Okay. Let me show you. Do y'all remember the name of this new episode of Orange is the New Black, Atlanta edition, comes by the way of the escape fugitive from Louisiana, y'all. Check this out. Y'all remember when the fugitive escaped from Louisiana? What was it, New Orleans? Let me see. Fugitive captured in Atlanta. And this was the day, y'all. Orange is the New Black, baby. Derrick Groves. So it was like 10 of them. They like broke out. I still don't know how they got out. Like, let's see the backstory. Let's see. Real quick. If you remember, I don't. So bear with me. Fugitives, let's see. Fugitives escape Louisiana prison, right? I can't remember if it was New Orleans or because it was Angola, I think, right? Let's see. Okay, 4 months ago. Check this out. I'm trying to find like the first where 10 escaped in May. Okay, look. Okay, so let's say May. So I'm trying to get like the original. Okay, hold on. All right, so let's just do this. This will give us the gist of it, right?
An urgent manhunt is still underway in the South after several inmates escaped from a Louisiana jail. The jailbreak shows the inmates running out of the jail and jumping down off a ledge. You see it right there. 7 of the 10 fugitives have been able to stay ahead of that manhunt for 4 days. Now, the Louisiana governor says there is no excuse for the failure at the jail that allowed violent criminals on the streets. ABC's Faith Abube has the latest.
A high-stakes manhunt underway for 7 inmates considered armed and dangerous, caught on this surveillance video breaking out of a New Orleans jail.
These are violent criminals, and they escaped.
Authorities say a total of 10 inmates busted out of the Orleans Parish facility in the early hours of Friday, taking advantage of defective locks on multiple jail cells. Stunning photos showing the getaway path, a hole behind the toilet with this taunting message, "Too easy, LOL."
Okay.
The failure in the jail system should never have happened.
The inmates were on the run for at least 7 hours before jail employees realized they were gone. Officials taking even longer to notify the public.
One of the escaped inmates captured right here in the French Quarter, the busiest and most important tourist hub here in New Orleans. It's only about 2 miles from that jail.
All right,
Only 3 of...
So it was New Orleans, all right? So they ended up catching them all, right? Except one. And the one, let me see, check this out. And when you hear his story, it's like, I mean, not that he belongs in jail, because I don't think nobody belongs in jail. Not the way our jail system is. But y'all, he got a real, like, his crimes were murder. So he was already serving a life sentence. So he had nothing to lose, right? I think most of the other ones, some of them had like hefty sentences, but not life. Okay. It still baffles me how they were able to get out. Okay. And it definitely baffles me how Buddy was able to escape so long. And I know I probably said it backwards, but check this out, right? One fugitive still missing New Orleans prison break. They need to do a movie about this because how? All right, so then we're gonna get into how they caught him today. All right. Well, no, you know what? Let's do it because 1 or 2 final. Okay, boom. Okay, I want to see this. Come on.
Well, after some 5 months on the run, the last escapee from that New Orleans correctional facility, Derek Groves, has been apprehended and is now in custody. Our Jonathan Seri following all of the breaking news from our bureau in Atlanta, where this all went down. Jonathan.
Hi there, John. This all happened this afternoon, just moments ago. There was a brief standoff outside a home in southwest Atlanta, and then authorities emerged with a man in custody.
Oh, okay. Let me break that down for you. If you don't speak Atlanta or you don't know what that means, they say Southwest Atlanta. He was in the hood. Okay, he was definitely in the hood. Okay, I can tell you that before they even flashed the picture of where he was at. He was in the hood, Southwest Atlanta. Shout out to the SWAT.
His hands appeared to be zip tied behind his back. It appeared that he was cooperating with police and not resisting their arrest. It was a multi-agency response. A SWAT team surrounded the home, and now it appears that Groves is back in custody. He had turned 28 while he was on the run. He was the last inmate still on the run after the May 16 jailbreak, in which 10 inmates escaped from the Orleans Justice Center in New Orleans. Security cameras showed the inmates removing a
Is that
toilet
Kareem?
and
Hey,
escaping through a
Kareem.
hole in the wall
Hey,
behind
Reggie.
it, climbing
Hey,
barbed
Keith.
wire
Hey,
fences and
Grandma.
crossing a busy highway during their escape. The
Hey,
inmates
y'all.
left behind the words scrawled on the wall, "Too easy." Authorities charged 14 people, some of them relatives of the inmates, for allegedly assisting in their escape. Convicted of 2 counts of second-degree murder, Groves was in jail awaiting formal sentencing with an expected penalty of 2 life sentences with no chance of parole. While he was on the run, authorities had offered a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. That arrest finally happening right here in the city of Atlanta.
Because,
John?
baby,
You know, Jonathan,
tell
you think about how many.
Let me tell you something, baby. The way Georgia Power is set up, the way Georgia Power is set up, the way Scanner Energy is set up right now, baby, it's dry here in these streets. Whoever helped Buddy, they thought long term. It was like, all right, cool. And I bet it was a chick, but we're going to get into that later. Y'all, times are hard. Okay? I know I ain't got to tell you, we know. Times are hard, and your president ain't making it no easier. So, somebody in Atlanta was like, yo, I need that 50K, yo. Yo, bro gotta go. Bro gotta go. Bro done had a couple months out. Bro gotta go. Somebody getting that 50K. Hey, cousin, whoever you are, just got the 50K. DM me, cousin. But seriously, y'all. So Orange is the New Black was in Atlanta today. They caught Derrick Groves. And I heard, I don't know who told me this or where I heard it, but said he blew a kiss at the camera when he was getting locked up. Let me see. Derrick, I don't know if I'm spelling his name right. Groves blows kiss at camera. Atlanta captured. Ooh, y'all, look at his okay, look. Let me show y'all something. Let me do this because the video gonna keep moving, right? So let me share this screen. All right. So Derrick Groves original mugshot. All right. All right. So look at this, y'all. He's the same age as my son. Look at this. He looks super young. So he's 28. Yeah, he's 28. Right. So this is him, his original mugshot. Murder, 2 murders, waiting like 2 life sentences, right? This is him today. Do it look like he bleached his skin? He do look different. I mean, he looked the same, but he looked different. Am I making sense? Am I tripping? Y'all know I'm getting sleepy. I could be tripping. I mean, I don't feel like he changed his looks that much, but boy, he definitely aged. Boy, that on the run life, he probably was relieved. He probably was relieved to get caught. Look. Look at him. Look at him. Let me see if this is play for y'all. They say now playing, but it's not. Here y'all go with an ad. Hit the like button if you are in the building with me still. Hit the like button, please. You're on YouTube, hit the like button. I'm going to pin the Cash App, support the channel so we can grow, y'all. $ Radio-Muva, $ Radio-Muva.
In another development months in the making, the last of 10 inmates who escaped from a Louisiana jail in May was captured today in Atlanta.
Officials say a Crime Stoppers tip this summer led them there, and they found the fugitive hiding in a crawl space.
Here's Alexa Liaco of CBS News Atlanta.
28-year-old Derek Groves had been on the run for almost 5 months when he was cornered today in Atlanta and taken into custody. He blew a kiss to onlookers as Atlanta police.
So, y'all, look at that. He has no manners. Do we really? Yeah, whatever he charged with, he did it. I know he did it. The simple fact of what he just did, whatever his ass is charged with, he did it. He did it. What did he say? 2 counts of murder? He did it. This fool. Not blow a kiss, y'all. Let me see.
Onlookers as Atlanta police took him away.
Now that is funny.
Day in Atlanta and taken into custody. He blew a kiss to onlookers as Atlanta police took him away. New Orleans.
Let me tell y'all something. I swear to God. And it to all my ladies watching, let me tell you something. I love Life After Lockup. Love After Lockup. I don't know if they're doing a new season. Let me know if y'all know in the comments. I love that show. Love After Lockup. Life After Lockup. I love that show. But let me tell you, little lady, something is watching this dude right here blow that kiss today, and now you think you're gonna start writing him so you could be his prison wife, so you could ride out these life sentences with him, so you can start making crazy decisions, neglecting your kids and all that, so you can spend all your money on him on commissary and try. Girl, don't do it. Blowing kiss. Coming out of CrossFit. Oh, I bet he was stank, and I bet his breath was so stank. Do he look like he washed? Do he look like he washed on a regular basis? No. Anyway, enough about him. They need to make a movie about that, though. The Louisiana escapees. I don't know how to just walk out of jail. All right, y'all. I try to stay away from politics because it's depressing. You know, I mean, it really is. I don't even like this guy on my screen. But I mean, who does this? Y'all, this man is really trying to make an authoritarian rule. This is crazy to me. So let's do this, right? President Trump, I don't know what he's trying to do outside of trying to gaslight us into believing all the lies that he's telling. I swear to God, whoever wrote the movie The Matrix, I get it now. I completely get it. So President Trump has been threatening Chicago. We started when I first got on tonight. I started talking about Chicago because we were talking about dirt. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm not from Chicago. I've been to Chicago 3 times in my entire life. Almost took a job in Chicago. Shout out to Fleet Johnson. Almost took a job with Interscope Records. But I did not get the job. And I am, in hindsight, thank you, Jesus. Okay? Because I had no idea. Baby, all I knew was, okay, I'm getting me some Harold's chicken, some real Harold's chicken, you know, and really the popcorn, the gourmet popcorn. I had no idea the gang wars, the everything that was going on right around me in Chicago. I had no idea. And now that I have learned more about it, I said, like I said when I got on here tonight, it has got to be stressful to live in Chicago on any side, south side, north side, downtown. FPG Duck got killed at the what, Dolce & Gabbana store? Y'all. And it's got to be extra stressful being a rapper and a gang member from Chicago. Okay? Because at that point, you pretty much asking to die. Well, you were. Okay? You probably were. But the president is trying to change that. Now listen, excuse me. Okay? I think this, I don't want to end on this. I'm going to just talk about this and then end on something. I just don't want Trump to be the last thing we think about, especially me, before we go to bed, okay? So, or the last thing we talk about before we get off here. So, Trump has been threatening cities, okay? He has been threatening a lot of people. It's really been in the news about Chicago. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know how now you know how I feel about Chicago. When I first heard that he was what he was trying to do in Chicago, I'm not gonna say that I was like, I wasn't really mad. Even though I feel like I don't know if Chicago is just more publicized or because it's where drill rap originated, but I mean people are getting killed everywhere. Like our gun laws and gun, like it is. Jesus is weeping. Okay, this is not what guns were made for. This is not. I mean, I'm a proud licensed gun owner and carrier, but everybody, it defeats the purpose. And it's just too dangerous everywhere. So President Trump is literally using American cities for military training grounds. Now, I, for one, have long said that I believe that instead of jail, because I do not see the correction in the correctional facilities currently at all, I do believe, especially with a shortage in the military, that, those criminals that do those like gang wars, murderers, like etc. Make them, instead of just putting them in jail and making taxpayers pay for them, and not doing anything to correct them, and then throwing them back into society, not prepared so that they can have a high recidivism rate. Make them be in the military. Structure the gun use. Make it like we gotta do something. And I don't agree with what Trump is doing. I don't agree with Trump is that person like the type of narcissist he is, even if he ever meant well, he never knows how to say it and never knows how to do it in a way that is actually well. Like one of my friends told me the other day, and I could not agree more. And I apologize in advance to everybody, but some people just ain't shit. Some people just ain't shit. It ain't no excuses. It ain't no blaming nobody. It ain't no particular reason to pinpoint. Some people just ain't shit. And they ain't never gonna be. And that's just it. Word of Donald Trump. Okay? And I feel like if his intentions were to really try to curb the gang violence in Chicago, I feel like what's the solution? Like, just you're not the world's daddy. Like, I don't like the way he's handling things because we should all be worried, y'all. Because if he does it anywhere, he can do it where you are and where I am. And nobody wants to be under authoritarian rule. And if it's up to Donald Trump, him and his minions, that's what they're trying to do. It's dangerous. It's even more dangerous trying to incite fear. You know, people are suffering financially. It's hurting the people that need it the most. And I just encourage everybody, especially now while you still have free reign to use your voice. You know, if you're on social media, use it to actually use your voice for something productive. And I'm going to say, like I tell my sons, that I hate the fact, you know, that as young black men in America, I tell them, like, getting caught up in the jail system is just, it snowballs and it'll go from a traffic ticket violation into a felony in a minute because it's designed that way. If you really want to make change, start from the inside. Everybody can't be a rapper, okay? Okay? We got enough rappers, okay? We got enough rappers. We don't need nobody to slide. We don't need no more drill rappers. We don't need no more gangster rap. We don't need no more rappers. We don't need no more artists right now at all. Okay? I think we're good. Okay? I think what we need is more people living in reality, living real lives, actually doing things to make the world a better place, doing things that actually evoke change in their communities, families. Become a lawyer. Become a judge. I only know of one lawyer in my entire family. That's where we go wrong at. We got it now, y'all. We don't have to try to get it no more to feel like we got it. We don't have to try to scam and be famous and listen, and I've been there. We don't have to try to do that no more. And we end up being the butt of the joke. Because meanwhile, while we trying to be famous, everybody is making money off of us. And it puts us in a position where we don't own anything and we cannot call any shots. So get inside, go back to school, start over. And this is how we're gonna end this because I need him off my screen. Y'all, take this from somebody that's starting over at a big age, okay? I have adult children and I have a 5-year-old little girl that I had to not only do everything that I can to protect her, but do everything that I can to be as strong as I can, to take the step to start over and start a new life. And it can be scary, but it can also be exciting. Don't let nobody, not your ex, okay? not the current person you dating, not your coworkers, not your friends, not the bill collectors, not nobody. Okay? Don't let anybody try to assess where you are and tell you about yourself when they don't really know what you're going through. We gotta show more grace, y'all. We gotta show more grace because sometimes you don't know what it takes just for people to get out of the bed in the morning. You don't know what people going through. You really don't. If I told you what I've been through in these last 3 months alone, it would blow your mind. And I'm sure it's somebody that got it way worse than me. But God. But God. Stay strong. Don't give up. Get with AI. And that might sound random, but it's not random, y'all. Don't be behind the 8 ball. Do what you can to make sure you keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on with AI so that you can be in control of how it affects your life and your destiny as it becomes more integrated into everyday life. Not be afraid of AI. Y'all, it's just like when we went from AOL dial-up into Wi-Fi. Okay? When we went from just dial-up internet into Google, a place where we can find anything. AI is I'm not gonna lie, AI really helps me on my day-to-day. Be careful with it. Learn what you're doing. Don't use it to substitute a person or real life because I see that a lot of kids have been, I guess, creating AI bots, fake people, and committing suicide and things of that nature. No, that's not what it's meant for. AI is meant to be an addition to what it is you got going on and to help you cut through the clutter of life, y'all. So I love y'all, man. I'm going to go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. I had a lot going on, but no matter what I have going on, if I couldn't do this, meaning connect with my people through running my mouth about what's going on, I don't know what I would do with myself. Radio is not just when you're on the station, especially now. Radio is where I am. And I look forward to when I finally get monetized on YouTube, y'all, I will be able to do a weekly show that will grow into a daily show. But I can't do it without you guys. So if you haven't yet, hit the like button. Like, share, and subscribe so we can get in the algorithm. Wherever you are watching from, please go to YouTube. Because we got to get up to 3,000 watch hours. We got everything else. We just got to get up to 3,000 watch hours. Watch some of the old videos, y'all. And I got a bunch of content that I'm editing. A bunch of mother and mini content that I'm editing. Just a bunch of stuff that I got in the can that I haven't been able to edit because I haven't had time. Like I said, I'm literally still unpacking in my new place. So keep y'all updated. But like I said, I'm free again tomorrow. Brooklyn is with her father 2 days in a row. And I miss my baby. But I'm going to take advantage of this time to get caught up on a lot. So tomorrow, maybe guys, we'll do some live streaming. Maybe y'all can do a ride along with me. hang out with me during the day. Some side hustle work, some in real life situations, maybe some tea to go, a couple different things. All right. Yeah, I get these watch hours up. Okay. I love y'all. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Say hey in the comments so we can connect. And to all of my people that you my people before this, I love you. And I look forward to reconnecting IRL, aka in real life. I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Love you. Good night.